You know what I'm saying? We don't need a half eye, Joe.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, I'm in no position to argue with anyone.
Yeah, I do. Come on, man. That's that type of shit, yo.
It's a Benton.
Young coaches sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's a
my
Benton
man
AS.
at Compton. He said his first joint.
Yeah,
He come to.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, in fairness, I knew
Test,
him
test.
last night when he won again. So.
Yeah. But you know what? Your first one, though?
Yeah.
Come on.
You.
Come on, man.
Well, that's just good. And by the way, that just goes to show you that when you won your second one, nobody cared.
Gives a give a damn.
I will give him credit for actually having coached them a bit.
Who?
Coppin.
No, he's a good coach.
I mean, they lost their best player,
He's a good coach.
and they still played zone the last two games
He's a
and
good coach.
turned them into rock fights because they can't fucking score.
But you know what? He's also good at communicating what his vision is to the boys. Now, do they get there all the time?
They're not kidding.
Yeah, exactly. That's the bottom line. Yeah, that's the bottom. That's the bottom line. Yeah, but he does a very good. When you talk to him, you understand. You know what I mean? Some of these cats try to make it so obtuse and difficult.
He's telling you what he wants.
Exactly.
How he wants it.
Exactly. Simply and clearly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And probably explains why he wants it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's that NBA shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That from for a guy that wasn't a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not he's not a Patrick.
Careful on these live ones.
Yeah, I know. Did you cut it off?
I cut this one off.
Okay. Damn, there's only us two in this one? Us three? Okay. So Holloway not even allowing people to ask him questions except for that one man.
I'm sure that if you wanted to go down there, you
Oh, okay.
could. It's
Okay.
you just have to make a
I'm
choice.
just saying, dude. Like I said, dude just said it wasn't home. He just said, you know, we gotta travel and stuff. And he
See,
said,
no.
"I'm just
Yeah, man.
See how they say come back?
Yeah, go back there and get some pictures now. They out there in front of their locker room. If you want, if that's what you want to do.
Why won't he come out, man?
Seton Hall thing.
Tight travel plan. This shit
Kevin-
started at 6:30, bro.
Kevin Willard, police started the tradition that he's coach behind him and stuff.
You know who started it here that I remember? Your boy Patino. He would hold court around there. Most
Yes.
times. Yeah.
They having a press
He
run?
would hold.
He would hold court. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
would
might
hold
be
court,
outside
yeah.
their locker. They're not. Yeah, it might be outside their locker.
That's what Patino used to be outside.
Yeah, but I know one time, this had to be a couple years ago. UConn, we did outside of their locker room
You got
because
yeah,
me
it
and
happened.
Bobby went back.
Yeah, it
there
happens.
early.
Yeah,
It was like one of those days where it had
You know?
snowed or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other part of that too is like for Patino in particular, like you think about the old school NBA stuff where the visiting team would be doing that.
That's true.
You know, like just, we just played in Miami and we're going to Atlanta. Let's get the hell out of here.
That's true.
I would have a much bigger issue with.
But for big games, his ass be in front of the.
Oh, of course.
If you're consistent, I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least Stewart, the biggest game of his career, he wasn't there. Okay, he's consistent.
If he wasn't here, actually, you know what? At Maryland, they asked me if I wanted them, or if anybody wanted them.
I told him Stewart. I mean, it's kind of
It's a-
dynamic.
it's-
Yeah, he's just my guy. That's
That was actually a game where the guy covering for the Sun got sick, and he covered the game off the TV from home.
Damn.
I'm not knocking him for it, but I would have thought the Sun would have somebody to show.
Damn good.
Maryland home game,
That's true.
Anyway,
Hey, did you get that John about Bowie State games this weekend that I sent you?
Yes.
All right, I'm going Saturday between 3 and 6, or 3 to the end. Largo plays with the Ward kid, and Sidwell plays also.
Okay. Who's sitting with him?
I can't remember this on that flyer. I'm getting another flyer. Somebody supposed to send me for St. James got games this weekend.
Yeah, I knew St. James did. I got.
You got the flyer?
Yeah, because
You got the flyer?
because
Send it to me.
yeah, I have. Yeah,
I don't
do
have
have
it.
it.
I don't have it. Damn, man. I wanted to see this little. What's the word I'm looking for me, man? I was gonna say his nibs, but I'm not gonna say that. Some he's kind of obnoxious. So what would we do? That's it.
Glad to be your thesaurus here.
Thank
Ron.
you.
You fit in to what they need.
Somebody that can get dudes.
By any means necessary.
By any means.
Start with an opening statement from Coach Cooley.
First of all, you got to give Seton Hall credit. I mean, I thought they battled a lot of adversity. They fought through what I thought was probably our best 17 minutes of basketball. I thought out of the 40 minutes, I thought we played 24 minutes with a connection, with a spirit, with an activity, with an understanding. You got to give them credit. They showed their veteran leadership, right? I thought their best player made the two plays at the end of the game to win the game, right? Disappointed in our execution under 4 minutes. That's what we coaches are paid for. That's what we're paid for. We're paid for, right? So this loss is 100% on me, 1,000% on me. 3-point lead with the ball, 3 straight turnovers. I don't know if that's players or so much that's me, the coach. I got to do a better job instilling a lot more confidence in our guys and work on our end game execution, as that's something that we've always prided ourselves on. But again, it's the Big East. It's really hard to come on the road and get a win. Give Seton Hall a lot of credit as they're playing really, really well. I for sure think they're a tournament team, right? Coming into these environments and getting the win. And again, we played desperate today. I thought, and if that's the way we got to play to be competitive, but we need our leadership to continue to grow and develop. We need our players to make plays at the right time. We got to value the basketball. 3 straight turnovers, you can't expect to win against a high-quality opponent like that. So, we'll start school tomorrow. We'll put our players, make sure they, we give them a day off. I think we all need a day off. And then we'll look to prepare as we got to go on the road and play another top 5 team, and that's what the Big East is all about. We get an opportunity to play a quad 1 game on the road. We can't put our heads down. We got to grow up, pull up our pants, do our deal.
Ed, coming back from 16 down, the way that you guys started, does this give you a little bit of a barometer relative to some of your earlier games in league play as to maybe how much progress you made over the last week or so, and does that last 2 or 3 minutes kind of illustrate how far there still has to go?
I think it's a fine balance. I do. I think it's a fine balance. I think our players have to understand, when we're bringing everybody together, just how hard you got to play for a period of time. Like, you can't take possessions off if you're limited with some things that we have. Our physicality at the rim I thought was pretty impressive today. But I think we have come a long way. We definitely have come along. Do we have a long way to go? But I'm going to look at how far we've come, right? The results on the scoreboard didn't show that we won, but I thought we won a lot with our confidence. I thought we won a lot with our identity, trying to, fix something. You can't spot a team a 16, 17-point lead, and the credit to the team is we took a 3-point lead, right? Took a 3-point lead. So I think we're getting there. We're getting there. We had a way to go, but we're getting there.
And flip into the zone there, was it just a matter of basically saying, hey, it can't hurt to try this? And how much do you think that did kind of discombobulate them a little bit?
1,000%. I mean, it got us back into the game. It got the lead. I thought our preparation over the last couple of days was big time. But again, you got to finish the game. You got to finish the game. We did not finish the game. There's no moral victory in sport. There's no moral victory in sport. Teams that are connected, teams that are tough, teams that are resilient, teams that are unselfish, teams that have a relentless approach to preparation and understanding, those are the teams you call champions. Those are the teams you call NCAA teams. The rest of us, we got to pick our game up. The coaches, the trainers, the writers, everybody got to pick their game up. And that starts with y'all too. Need your help.
Go to Marcus Washington.
The 16 falling down by 16 points. What was going on, and what did you see that was why you're so flat?
Good question. I wish I could answer that. I do. I don't know if it was their energy, our lack of energy. The ball was going in the basket. I think they scored 9 out of 10 straight baskets, or 8 out of 9 straight baskets. We used 2 timeouts to try to, curb it. But in saying that, the game is long, and I told them, I said, we're going to be okay in this game. The game's a long game. 40 minutes is a long time to make some adjustments to get back in. And you know what we did? We got back into the game. So it's not how you start, it's how we finish, but we didn't finish the right way. You know what I'm saying?
And did you feel like that you got to pick me up when Bristol received the technical?
First of all, I don't like the technical. I think we have to be a little bit more understanding of time and score. I love his physicality. I love his energy. But I don't think the game changed there. I thought our players said, we're getting our butts kicked. We got to show a little bit more pride. I thought our pride kicked in. I don't think the not so bright, flagrant foul turned the corner for us.
And did you see some things tonight that make you think that when we get maybe to the second week of February, that you can see a train track to this team getting better right in time for heading to New York?
We're going to get better every time we step on the floor, and I think we've shown that. This is the time where, I thought we made a big jump with respect to our players not in class. We've played a lot of games. We've had a lot of practice. We have had a lot of team time. So I think our chemistry is really coming along, right? It sucks when you lose. Sucks. And we lost at home. Should never lose at home. Should never lose at home. So hopefully that's something that our players have to understand. This is our house. Somebody broke into our house and stole all of our food and took all of our Christmas gifts. That's how I feel when we play at home. These are our gifts. We gotta open our gifts and be happy. They opened our gifts and they took them. That's how I feel.
What was your game plan against their backcourt? I mean, they're backcourt centric, so I know you wanted to line against them.
I thought their backcourt controlled the whole game. I don't know what their final stats were, but I thought their backcourt basically won the game for them. They had some spot players, play their role, and they starred in their role and did a good job. But at the end of the day, Kadari and Dawes, that 1-2 combination was tough. So, I mean, we prepared for it, give them credit. I think anytime you play above your scouting report, those guys are called all-league players.
Your man Epps kept you in the game, brought you back. Talk about his ability and his production. I'm sorry.
I thought he got better today. I thought he was a little bit more demanding, as I tell the point guards all the time. There's 3 people in the building that can't have a bad day, ever. The head coach, your best player, and the point guard. When those 3 are not aligned, you're in trouble. Practice, the way we walk, the way we talk, how we communicate, the coach, the best player, the point guard. If those 3 players are not aligned, you got no shot.
Ish, how would you kind of size up how things went with those turnovers there down at the end, and just what do you feel like it's going to take for you guys to clean that sort of stuff up?
I mean, like Coach said, it's just unacceptable when we have the ball up 3 and, end of the game like that when we're calling sets, and it just comes down to being ball strong or just not turn the ball over. There's nothing a coach could do to deviate that. It's really on the players, and you can't. It's hard to win a game when you turn the ball over 3 times in a row, and there's no remedy for that.
Rowan, how would you kind of size up the comeback for you guys, being able to at least put yourself in a position to win a game like this when that was probably not happening a week or 2 or 3 weeks ago?
It was awesome to see, and I think it started just with our preparation all week and our just belief in our guys and stuff like that. And then, just our commitment to each other. And then Wayne gave us a bunch of energy, so I think he really sparked it.
For both Ish and Ed, the turnovers over the course of the game, you obviously forced a fair number of them, but it felt like every time you guys committed one that they punished you pretty good. Did it feel that way in the middle of it from your perspective?
I until the end. I mean, yeah, obviously the turnovers hurt, but when I think we had 3 stops and then we got the ball and then we gave it right back, and I think it was 6 points, 6 or 7 points, right? At the end, 3 turnovers in a row. There was an and one, there was a foul, Yeah, I mean because the game's going to play a certain way, right? And you lose your mind over the course of 40 minutes. Yet the understanding of let's land the plane, right? I thought we were landing the plane. We were in our final approach, and the final approach got really bumpy. Now we landed it, but we just landed where everybody was sitting, saying, "Damn, I don't want to get on that flight again," right? Eventually, hopefully, we'll land the plane with some W's.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.